Welcome to the demonstration of our new feature, Payroll Run Control. This is included within all bureau and specialist products. So what is Payroll Run Control? Well, Payroll Run Control allows you to effortlessly manage all payroll tasks in one place. There's no longer a need for spreadsheets or disjointed external systems to manage your payroll processes. Payroll Run Control transforms the way that you manage your day-to-day payroll activity, increasing productivity. So in essence, it's a payroll management tool with workflow management. It gives a complete oversight of all payrolls. It allows you to monitor the status of all of your payrolls and assign payrolls and tasks to your payroll team. The key benefits, well, we've got complete overview of payrolls. So the Payroll Run dashboard allows you to have a complete oversight of all the payrolls in one place. This view shows all of the most important information for each payroll run. The status fields of the payroll run will change colour during different points of the process. Simply edit payroll runs on the dashboard, allowing you to easily monitor the status of the days, weeks, activities, and any actions that are overdue. You can manage timescales of payrolls. So Payroll Run Control allows you to establish a timeline for payroll, view client payroll history, and assign tasks to members of your payroll team, as well as identifying and managing and completing overdue tasks to maintain a smooth workflow. You can plan your resources effectively. So with clearly viewing tasks that have been assigned to your members of your payroll team, you can keep track of all of those payrolls and where they are. Once all the tasks have been completed for the current payroll run, the user will get a prompt to start the next payroll run. And this will generate the next payroll run for the following period, along with all of the corresponding tasks that are assigned to that payroll. So it easily allows you to manage all of your payrolls in one place and never miss a deadline. Task management. So each payroll administrator has access to their own dashboard, and this will display the payrolls that need to be processed on that day and tasks, with all the key information available to view for each payroll run. So from their dashboard, they can directly drill into the payroll and run each task rather than navigating to multiple screens, allowing the user to easily flow through the payroll task and help prioritize their workload. Centralized payroll. What we mean by that is on the payroll administrator's dashboard, there's an option to take the user directly to the feature. So for example, if the next task is to send checking automated reports, they can simply click that button and it will take them straight to that feature within our payroll software. Customized working. So every customer requirements are unique. Therefore, we offer the ability to customize those tasks. These are available on an ad hoc basis or can be permanently added to the client's payroll run. So client-specific payroll can have a host of individual requirements. So we enable the use of customizable notes to ensure that specific payroll requirements are not missed. These are made easily accessible when processing the payrolls and can be viewed collaboratively across the team. So that's Payroll Run Control in a nutshell. What we are looking to do with Payroll Run version 3, which will be released in the 22-23 tax year, is automation. So automation is regarded as the future of payroll processing. So at QTAC, we've been working to implement payroll automation throughout our software, as in to streamline payroll processes and improve your productivity. By utilising automation, QTAC eliminates the requirement for skilled administrators to focus on repetitive, mundane tasks and maintain their focus on business or key business outcomes. As part of its ongoing development, Payroll Run Control version 3 will target those labour-intensive tasks and automate them, which basically allows efficiency and reduction in errors. The first part of automation within Payroll Run Control will be everything after close of payroll. So we're looking at portal synchronization, so global automated reports, pension uplifts, so anything that has an API, Smart, People's Pension, Nest, and pension sync. And then, of course, RTI, so real-time information, all EPS, all FPS. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass you over to Mitch, and Mitch is going to run through a basic overview of the payroll run control.
Thank you, Simon. So what we can do, so this is the main software. If we go into File, Payroll Run Control, and what we then have is Payroll Run Dashboard. Now, if we select this to select and filter, this will show all the payroll runs for all of the companies. Now, this shows the company name on the left. We then have the payroll run name, so if it's, for example, weekly or monthly. The tax period, so if that relates to sort of month 7, for example, the pay frequency, the latest payroll task, the status, and the task due date. Now, on the right, what we have is the colors which resemble different statuses in the actual payroll run process. So, for example, yellow would be a schedule, so that's if it hasn't been run yet. The blue is if it is in progress. The green is if it's complete, and red is if a task is overdue. What we also have is the filtering options at the very top of the screen. And then what we can do is we can filter payroll runs by the section. So if we're using sections, we can filter by that. We can filter by the payroll run status. So for example, if we want to see all payroll run tasks which are open, we can select the open and click filter, and that will then show all open payroll run tasks. We have the frequency, so that's if we want to filter it by monthly, weekly, for example. The tax period, the current task, and the task status. What we can then do is in this screen, we have the ability to select multiple companies, right click, and we then have assign users. This gives us the ability to assign companies to specific users in the company. So what we can do is click assign user, and we've then got select user. So we can then select from the users in the system, and then basically essentially provide these payrolls to the users in their payroll run view, which we will walk through in a second. If we now come out of the payroll run dashboard, what we can now do is if we go into File and Payroll Run Control, what we have is my payrolls for today. So when a administrator assigns a company to a user, this will show in the screen in front of us now. What we can do from here is click onto View Task, and this will then show the tasks for that specific company. What we can then do in this screen is click on Run Task, and this will then run a task, the task that we are currently on. So if we're on Process Payroll as an example, we can click Run Task, and this will then perform the process for the employees. What we can also do in this screen is add custom tasks. So if we have any ad hoc tasks for a company, we then have the ability to add those ad hoc tasks. And if they should reoccur, for example, then we're also able to do that on these custom tasks. What we also have is edit payroll run. So with the payroll run, we are able to then design how the task should be laid out for those companies, and that is for every single company. What we also have is notes. So if we have notes on a specific task, what we can do is we can view those notes, and we can then review what the note is for that specific task. Now, if we come out of this screen, on sort of the main screen that you're going to be most used to, what we now have is the payroll run in the center. This gives us the ability to not only view the payroll run from just this main company view, but also the ability to run these tasks from this view as well. So it just gives us that extra flexibility to either run it from the dashboard or from the original view.
Okay, well, thank you, Mitch, for that. Much appreciated. Now, please note that is only a basic overview of Payroll Run Control. Just shows you the capabilities that you could have within your payroll system and your payroll management. We understand that there's a lot more that you may want to ask or you may have questions about. So please contact support@qtac.co.uk. and they will forward on to the relevant people, or they will contact you back and help you with anything that you require. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed our presentation.